Welcome back. So in this video, we are going to see how to pass data from XML file in Selenium. Right? So how to read data from XML file. So let us understand with a simple example. I have created this XML file. This is my XML file. I just wanted to read data from this file. Here I have a student list. I want to retrieve the data about the students from this XML file. So you can create same like this if you are practicing. Create a same like this and in Notepad and save this as a XML file. Right. Now we'll create a script for how to read the data from this file. First, I just wanted to create a path of the file. I just wanted to store path, file path equal to, I will get the path of the file. So we're getting the path of the file. I'll go over here. This is my file. Go to security and I'll copy this. So this is the way we need to copy the path of the file. Right. Once we have stored the file path, then we need to go to call the file class. File equal to new file. Here I just wanted to store the file path. Right. So it will be import Java. So I'm just importing this. So then we need to create the instance of DOM architecture of the XML file. Right. So for that, I'll just start creating object. Document builder factory. Okay. I'm just storing the variable equal to same document builder factory. We need to create a new instance. Dot new instance. Right. So after that, we have to create a document builder as well using this document builder is one of the variable equal to, so using this referral variable dot new document, we are just creating new document builder over here. So document builder will we need to import the file. This one we need to import. So here it is asking add throws declaration or surrounded with try catch block. So whenever you are creating a file class, or if you want to read or write XML or Excel file, so it will asking you to add a add throws declaration. But now I will go with try catch block. I am creating a catch. So catch, I will pass the exception over here. The exception E. So E dot print stack trace. So if it is any exception, it is going to print us print stack trace. Okay, now I will start using this debuilder variable. I just wanted to normalize that. Just we have created. Now I just want to pass the file over here. Debuilder dot. We need to pass the file. Pass file. This is the file we are storing over here. So I'm just passing this. I'll store this one variable doc equal to, so this will be document type. Type will be document. So here you can able to see many import file is showing over here. How to make sure you need to import the W3C doc. So now we need to normalize. So for that normalize, we need to go with doc get doc element dot normalize. So after that, we can print the node. So what is the node over here? Here, this is the header node. This is the child node. This one is child node. Header node, child node. This is the attribute and values, right? So this is the values we want to print. We want to retrieve from the XML file. Now I just wanted to print the header node. So if I want to print header node, I will go with, I am just printing doc dot get document element dot get node name. So it will going to print the header of the node. So I will run this and we'll see how it is. See, now it is printing header of the node. So this is what header of the node it is printing now. So now I'll try to print all the things one by one. So if I want to getting the node list, right, list, here we have a 3 list is there. 1, 2, 3 list. So I just wanted to getting the node list and I just wanted to get the length of the list as well. So doc get element by tag name. Get element by tag name. I just wanted to pass tag name over here. So tag name will be this one. Now I'm just store this in one variable node list equal to. So this will be going to, we need to store it in a node list type, right? It is going to return node list. So I'm just printing node list over here. So I will get a length of the node list int some variable equal to node list dot get length. If I want to print this, so if I print this, it should print 3, right? That is what node list length. So if I run this, so it is printing header node and it is the list of the 3 list will be showing over here. So that is what it is there. So now we'll get one by one data, right? So using the length, we'll get one by one data. So using for loop, we'll get one by one data. So I can go with for loop int I equal to 0, I less than length. Then I plus plus. So here I'm just taking one by one variable and store it in a node list dot item. We are passing one by one. So I'll store it in one variable over here. So node equal to, I'm just storing this type node. So this node also coming from that W3C doc. Now what happened? We are checking the conditions. So if the node list, whatever it is coming, it will be stored in the node. Why we are storing over here? Just we want to check it out whether it is coming as a element node or not. Right. So we are checking whether it is element node. If it is a element node, it is going to print. So I'm just checking the conditions. If node dot get node type. So get node type is a one of the method equal to, again we are going node dot element node. So if it is a equal, then we are going to print. I'm just storing this. Element of node. So element also it will be coming from W3C doc. Now I want to print one by one. If it is a matching, if it is the condition is true, then it is going to print one by one element, right? So how we are going to print? I'm just printing first. I will go with roll number. So roll number, just element concatenating element dot get attribute. Get attribute of the value will be, so this one. right? So this one I am just printing. The next one, I just wanted to print first name, last name and mark, right? First name, last name and mark. So for that first name, I will print first name. I'll concatenate element dot get element by tag name. So tag name will be within a double quote. You need to give whatever you have given, the same thing you need to give over here. So I'm just giving a first name. So I'm just giving a first name over here. Dot item. You can give 0. Then dot get text content. One of the option is get text content method. So we are just calling the get text content method. Same thing, I will copy this. I am printing first name and last name as well. Last name. Here this is mark. So now we have added everything. So it should work. So for organize the text, you just go to Control Shift and F. So it will be organize the code. Now we'll run this. Right, it is printing header and link. Then roll number 1, first name and last name and mark. Roll number 2, first name, last name and mark. The same way, roll number 3 set of data is printed one by one. Right. So if I want to make sure, I will want to print one break over here. So I will add some break. Now I'll run this. See, now it is printing one by one. The first set of data, second set of data, and third set of data. I hope this will help you. Thank you guys.